The inherent problem with Scientology is not its simple beliefs about the reactive mind or Xenu or anything. It is the fact that it is an organization that has a dedicated arm and branch that only works on destroying people they don't like and seeking to destroy people they don't like and spends tax-free, tax-exempt money on doing so. That is what's wrong, and that's what has to be ended.
So let me push back again.
Go ahead.
So here's my pushback. So somebody may say, again, the question I'm trying to find out is, what do they see themselves at? Is it a religion? Is it a government? Is it a country? What do they view themselves as? Because somebody on the inside there may say, what are you talking about? The government's been doing this for the longest time. A political party just targets one political side and just goes and raids them constantly. What is the difference between what the government gets to do versus what I'm able to do? And if somebody wants to come after us, we're going to go after them. The mob did this. The government does this. Churches don't do this. Sports teams do it. Media company do it. You know, somebody that leaves one place to states when a talent leaves to another place, they go and demonize this person of how bad of a person they are. And, hey, keep Tesla spots open in Northern California. If you don't, I'm going to move to Austin. Screw you. I'm moving to Austin. Let's demonize who Elon Musk is, what a bad person he is, what a bad, terrible. This is very normal. And when I tell you normal, I don't mean it that it's healthy. All I mean it is the fact that a lot of other organizations use these manipulative tactics to do that. But here's a question. The question I got is, does Miscavige, does the Church of Scientology view them as a country? Do they view them as themselves as a church? Do they view themselves as their own society, a secret society? How do they really view themselves? Because the way they view themselves will dictate why they're making the moves that they're making.
They view themselves as a bubble. A world of Scientology that is the only place that has all of the answers, and that everything outside of that world is uninformed or ignorant or evil. And that ultimately Scientology must take over the rest of society, the rest of the world, in order to save it from itself. And you're going to say, Patrick, yep, that's no different than the fundamentalist Westboro Baptist people or the this. And that's true. It's not. It's not different than that. But they pretend that that's not the case. But the truth of the matter is Scientology wants to take over the governments of all the world. Hubbard said the objective of the Office of Special Affairs is to bring the governments and societies of the world into complete compliance with the aims and policies of Scientology. They want to be everything. They don't just want to be the city of Clearwater or control the city of Clearwater, or they...
You think they want to be everything, like worldwide? But is it...
Yes. Absolutely.
But the membership has been declining, though. Membership isn't growing.
What they want and what they tell themselves they're accomplishing and what reality is two very different things.
Right.
I mean, you will hear Scientologists say, we're changing the world. We're bringing education to the countries of South America. We're doing this. We're saving people here. We're saving people there. And it's the internal bullshit PR that they are fed, propaganda of, we found a guy in, Zimbabwe who said blah, blah, and that gets translated into the internal pitch that we've got Hubbard Tech in all schools in Zimbabwe. And Scientologists buy that shit.
You know where this now takes me to? Where this now takes me to is any church, ought to encourage debate, right? Anybody, any political, any family ought to encourage their kids to debate, right? Go debate and find a better argument than the one I got. Science is supposed to be debate. Everything's supposed to be debate, right? Who's the person 2.5 years ago, in the last 2.5 years, that has encouraged people that you can't debate scientists anymore because it's a fact? Who's that guy? What's the guy's name? Fauci, right? Some similarity between Fauci and Miscavige on where you were going with the whole, height situation. But Fauci is a guy that is also driven by power, where eventually it was my way or the highway. You don't question science, therefore you don't question me, right? But this is America. That doesn't work. Americans are ones that like to question, and they want to have the freedom of speech to say, well, I don't know about this, and I don't know about that, and I don't know about this. And the moment people in America were silenced if they disagreed, that didn't sit well with a lot of Americans, because that's in our DNA.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.